Hi everyone, it's Mitch. It's Tuesday, October 7th, and we got college football tonight. A lot of times on these during the weekday games, which we have, again, Tuesday night tonight, then Thursday, Friday, and Saturday college football, this is just great. But a lot of times when we have these early in the week games, I'll say something like, yeah, I normally wouldn't pick this game, but since it's Tuesday night and I pick all the games anyway, I'm going to pick it. Well, you know what? Tonight's a little different story. I think this is one of those lines that, I look around the internet when the lines come out, and I like to see what other people are saying because not so much that it affects my picks, just to make sure that I'm thinking this, some of the same things that they're thinking. And one of the things that was pretty common around the entire internet this week was that these lines were pretty good. If you go around, through the games, hard to find, too many disparities. I mean, it's week 7. The guys, this is what they do for a living, is set these lines, and they've done a nice job this week. Normally, that's when I start to do better. So, because then I'm always like, oh, they're trying to, someone knows something or whatever. No one knows anything. These are great lines. And but one of the games that really jumps off the page is actually tonight's game, and it's Troy and Florida Atlantic. The reason why this game jumps off the page of me is while both these teams have played all comers, they have both played ridiculously tough schedules, and those schedules are available on the internet. I don't need to go through a game by game recap with you, but let's just say Florida Atlantic has played the Texases and Minnesotas of the world. They've had a couple easy opponents. Troy has played the Ohio States, Oklahoma States of the world, and both these teams, they do that stuff on the road, constantly. But what's happened here is that, while you expect these teams to not do as well against those teams, Florida Atlantic might be one of the worst statistical teams in the country. They don't rank outside of the top 90 in any defensive category. On offense, they only rank in the top 75 in one offensive category, and that's passing yards. On defense, that their passing defense is ranked 92nd, and their rushing defense is ranked 99th. But in scoring, they're 100th, and in overall yards allowed 102nd. On the other side of the ball, Troy scores 32.5 points a game on average. That ranks 32nd in the country. On offense, they also average 441 yards a game. That ranks 21st in the country. They have the 24th ranked rushing offense and the 38th ranked or 24th ranked passing offense and 38th ranked rushing offense. On defense, it's a lot more of the same. Florida Atlantic is 117th in the country in points scored. They average only 15 points a game. They have 342 yards is what they average on offense. That's 78th in the country. In rushing, they're 101st in the country. Against the run, that is the weaker spot of Troy's defense. They're 88th, but that is the weakest spot. Against passing, which is Florida Atlantic's strength, they rank 17th in the country, giving up only 160 yards a game. Points allowed, they're pretty much right in the middle of the pack at allowing only 25 points a game. So what we have here is one team that has pretty strong statistics in Troy against a team that is really statistically one of the bottom 20 teams in the entire country. And we have also just a 3.5 point line, and I expect this line to go higher by the time they kick off. So I'd be jumping all over Troy, and I have. Some other things that we want to look out for, that's also going on this week. Nebraska Cornhuskers are really out of favor. I'm not so sure, we're going to touch this game, but that game opened at 18.5. It's now at 21.5, and I don't know if it's going to get any lower. They really laid down last week, and Bo Pelini, it's a tough job there in Nebraska, but they expect to win at some point. We know it's your first season, so you got some time. A couple of the other lines out there are moving. Vandy that against Mississippi State, that game opened as a pick'em, and Vandy's now favored by about 3 points. So, there's other lines moving. Tomorrow we'll have a lot more time to talk about some line movements, about some other games that are going on this week, as we don't have any games tomorrow night to talk about. But anyways, tonight I'm all over Troy, and this is Mitch. Thanks for joining me, and I'll be back tomorrow.